If you want to keep up to date with the latest channel activity, Destiny news, and dank memes, follow me on Twitter at Rickakis. What is up, guys? Rickakis here, and today we're discussing a huge last-minute tip for the upcoming Rise of Iron expansion, soon to release on September 20th, for Destiny. Now, I really didn't plan on making this video. I was just kind of chilling, watching Netflix, scrolling through Reddit, but I stumbled across something that I think is very, very important and will help a lot of people out. I wish I would have known this sooner, but I still want to help out as many people as I can before the Rise of Iron releases. So if you have friends that play Destiny, send this to them, because I was wrong. Myself and, oh my goodness, so many other Destiny YouTubers were wrong about a very important issue involving engrams. You see, it's kind of understandable that we were wrong because most people, including myself, were under the assumption that the engrams that you save up now will not carry on into the new loot table. That's what happened in the Dark Below expansion, the House of Wolves expansion, and the Taken King expansion. However, this has kind of been turned on its head. This is a quote coming from a Polygon employee who did an Ask Me Anything on the Destiny subreddit. I will, of course, link this Reddit post in the description down below, so feel free to check this out for yourselves, but essentially, this Polygon employee was saying that, hey, I got to play Rise of Iron early, ask me any kind of questions you want, and he was asked by someone, hey, should we save our engrams? And his response was this, quote, "Save your engrams in all capital letters. Even blues will decrypt above 335. I wouldn't save blues unless you have a ton of vault space. Personally, I have about 30 exotic and 50 legendary engrams saved. In my opinion, this will be the fastest way to get your light level up in Rise of Iron. I guess this may change at launch since we were playing on test builds, but I'm about 90% sure that old engrams will give you above 335 light gear at launch." So, he seems pretty certain that you should save your engrams, and that's definitely the tip I'm going to give you guys as well. Now, as he said, this could be wrong. This could still be wrong in the fact that they were just playing a test build of the game, and that is an entirely different build than what you are going to be playing when September 20th rolls around and the Rise of Iron is officially released. So, it could result in nothing. However, it still is a very good idea to save up your engrams, and this is kind of why I feel like I didn't screw over anyone a ton, because in my how to prepare for the Rise of Iron video, I actually suggested this anyways. I said that, look, probably it won't carry over into the new loot table, but just to be safe, you probably should save legendary engrams and upwards for the Rise of Iron, and even more so, the worst case scenario in that the loot doesn't carry forward. This guy is wrong and this new information is completely wrong. It doesn't matter. All of those legendary engrams that you've saved up, even again if they only give you old less than 335 loot, you will still be able to use them to level up your Cryptarch substantially. And those new Cryptarch packages, once you get them when the Rise of Iron comes out, those packages will absolutely give you the new Rise of Iron engrams. So even if the worst case scenario happens and you saved up all of these engrams and you're still getting the old loot, it won't be for nothing. You're still going to be able to level up your Cryptarch a few times and benefit that way. And again, that's basically what I said in my how to prepare video, but that's become a lot more relevant. This new quote is really just, again, outright saying, guys, save every engram. Save all of your engrams. Again, only blues if you really have enough vault space for it, but I have been saving, and I would definitely recommend you guys save every legendary and especially exotic engram, because this conversation goes on. Someone then asks, quote, "You mean to say that saved exotic engrams could decrypt into the new available exotics?" And this Polygon employee says, and I quote, Yep, I mean, he is very clearly saying that especially exotic engrams should be saved because they can give you those new exotics coming with the Rise of Iron. Now, I definitely wish I would have known this earlier, but that's again why I wanted to bring this to you guys as quickly as possible so that you have about a week to start saving up. So, if you're not currently doing this, start saving your legendary engrams. Again, the worst case scenario is still pretty good, and especially start saving your exotic engrams because, according to this guy also, they could indeed decrypt into the new exotics added into the loot table with the Rise of Iron expansion. Now, that being said, most of the exotics coming in the Rise of Iron, because it's now so much easier to get exotics in the game with 3 of coins, with all of that stuff. So, by the way, go out, start playing the heroic strikes, start popping those 3 of coins and start getting those exotic engrams to save up. But again, because that's so much easier now, there isn't going to be a ton of exotics actually just tied to the basic loot table in terms of randomized drops. Most of the exotics coming with the Rise of Iron will actually be attainable through exotic quests, just like the Thorn was in Year 1, and there was several other weapons that were also attainable through these exotic quests. That's going to become the more common way to get exotics with the Rise of Iron launch. Now, this is again mostly because Bungie doesn't want to just put everything in the loot table and have everyone pop all of these exotics and get them almost immediately after the Rise of Iron's release. Now, if you want to see quality guides about how to complete all of those exotic quests, hit that subscribe button. But the moral of the story in this video is save your engrams. Stock up on those little bastards for the Rise of Iron's release. And if you have a squeaky clean vault, even start saving blues. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at @RickCacus. That's linked in the description below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.